And thank goodness the enemies do not respawn. The invincibility might, I never actually checked, not that it matters, since the enemies are dead anyway. Most of them are, from what I remember. Including in this room, which is nice. Now, where is that other area I want to head down? Ah, it's this area. It's going to start getting foggy, like we're heading outside or further in or something, and you guys are spawning. I don't want you spawning. Oh, okay, you're just going to sit there with another one of those really difficult to kill drone dudes that I can barely see because it's... Okay. How about we get on homing missiles, get a lock on, and how many of these is it going to take? Remember, homing missiles go straight for the head. I think I hit him with a couple of machine gun shots, which is why he died so quick. And into this area we go. Now, of course, this is not a nice area either. Is that a sniper I'm looking right at? Because I'd like to take it out if he is. That's a coin or a token. We're going to spawn a bunch of flying drones, but there are a couple of snipers that I'd like to take care of before that happens. If I can get a good shot at this guy. Oh, he's yawning. Okay. Steady. I think he sees me. There we go. Now, machine gun, I guess. I'm sure there are more snipers in here, but for the time being, let's just take care of these guys. Or should we wait until they get into formation? You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I don't like dealing with you guys more than I have to, so I'm not going to. Okay, fine. You want to suicide into me, despite the fact that there's invincibility right over there that I could grab? I don't know why I'm not, anyway. Probably easier to. I love wasting homing missiles, I guess. You're still alive. I guess that's it for all of them. Of course that's not it to the area. We have other things to do. Like jump down, which I'm going to not do for a while. Until I have to. Invincibility, I'll leave you there just for the sake of knowing that I didn't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. What's that from again? That might be a Zim reference, I'm not sure. Hey buddy, you gonna die? Oh, sure, I was kind of stupid to think that would kill you. I mean, this is endgame stuff here, you can't die in one hit. Nope. That can't be it either, I'm pretty sure there's something else down there. Someone else. Don't want to fall down quite yet. Maybe it's a sniper I missed or something? Hell if I know. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino? I don't know, ask someone else. There you are. Hey buddy, I have invincibility and there's nothing you can do. How do you feel about it? Wonderful, I bet. Now, down here is actually what we came all this way for. In addition to the area we unlock getting to our ship, we find down here, off to the side, or are you more inconveniently placed? No, you're right off the side. Get two tribals. The second tribal's hiding behind the pillar. And we get Vela's hatch key. The second ship part. Why did I say second? It's second with respect to nothing. Whatever, the Mizar tokens respawn, not like I need them. Just make our way back up the cliff. Minor bit of platforming we gotta do. Nothing to worry about. And we have to find our way back to the tribal area where our ship is. And is the invincibility still there? I'd like to collect it for no reason! Invincibility. I forgot how much invincibility they give you in this area, not that you really need it. Is this like the 4th? Okay, I can't say you don't really need it, looking at the things we have to deal with in here, but I think we've cleared out all the enemies. All we have to do is find the tribal village, and then we'll be in business. Now, with all that out of the way, I think I might as well say this much. We're getting close to the end of the game here, a lot faster than I anticipated getting to. And I don't know when the collab videos are going to dry up, probably after I finish this section of the game. And all of our remaining tribals are here. But I'd really like to get started on my next project. The thing is, I don't know when I'm going to start on it or how I'm going to go about it. If I'm going to double up on Jet Force videos some days, if I'm going to post the new LP with it along, you know, the same day, if I'm going to double up on that too, I don't know. But I'm getting really antsy for starting my next project right now. And we're surprisingly close to the end of the game. I mean, I double-checked to see where we were in terms of ship parts, and I didn't realize just how much backtracking I already did. We're really close. I mean, we have Lupus's area in Goldwood, we have the two smaller areas we unlock with Vela and Lupus's paths through Goldwood, and we have one section in Ichor. That may be it. If not, there's only one or two sections that I haven't remembered. Did we fill up on Trirod? Okay, good. That's all I really cared about. And I think that's it. Then we're off to face down Mizar on the asteroid. So we're almost there. This is finishing a lot faster than I anticipated it. And do we have all 16 tribals? Let me check. Or 15, you know, however many we need. It turns out we're done! And now we get to move on to an area that we unlock with Vela. Which I suppose I might as well just fly right into. Because I don't know where I'm cutting this video off, and there's no reason not to go there with Vela. It turns out the section we unlocked with Vela through Goldwood is this abandoned space station. Now why do I say it's abandoned? It looks like it's in pretty working order to me. Until you notice the pieces of flying debris and the fact that a significant portion of it has been blown wide open. My god, what the hell happened to this place? Never really explained, nor does it need to be. What does need to be explained here is the physics, but I'm not going to get started on physics, or how video games break them, because this is an entirely new section, and this area is very, very dark. Difficult to see. Hell, if it's hard for me to see, it's going to be even more difficult than the recording, but hopefully it won't look too bad. I'll see what I can do. Space Station! Before you head into the door that is so blatantly pointed out to you here, you want to drop down below the section where your ship is, and you'll find some triballs. I'll go on a fish food just to make sure I don't kill anything without knowing. There's nothing else over there, is there? No. Just jump on the crate up here, and that takes you up if you don't jump into the ceiling, which probably hurts Vela's head. Doesn't take off any health, though, so I can only assume it doesn't, and that it's good for her. Do the same thing to get above this ship on the Vela platform. You've gotten this far. You know how to platform. Let's go. Another tribal up here. This area also has nice peaceful music that, hell, I can barely hear it. There's no way you're going to be able to hear it. And we get a pretty interesting treasure. This weapon is none other than the flamethrower. Not very helpful either. What this thing does, it shoots fire. I bet nobody guessed that. Thankfully, I didn't hit the tribal over there. I forgot that it was over there. Sorry, buddy. Hope I didn't scare you. Here's some fish food. Yeah, I can barely hear the music. But you want to be careful getting out of here. So you don't fall off, you don't go onto your ship. Now, the easy thing you can do is just step off and, I'm dangerously close to my ship right now. Yeah, I don't want to accidentally activate the the leaving sequence. I think I can get up this way, I'm not entirely sure. I always have difficulty getting out of this first section. You can just fall into space and it would respawn you right back at the start, but I thought you could get up that way. Fast forward until I do. There we go. I didn't think I could actually get up that way without activating the leaving sequence. But here's an elevator that we take down and we go deeper into the space station. And as you can see, there are drones about. Now, be careful. In addition to drones here, there are also tribals lurking about. You don't want to accidentally shoot them. Or have them in the crossfire, and I still have rainbow blood on, because I love it. But you want to watch out for tribals. Absolutely. Always gotta watch out for those little bear dudes that just somehow got caught up in this abandoned space station. I know for a fact it wasn't theirs. I mean, how in the world could they operate one of these stupid things? Hi, buddy. You blew yourself up? I mean, I'm not opposed to that sort of thing. It kind of does my job for me. But at the same time, you don't want to blow up a truck. How many times am I going to say that? I think these are remote mine expansions. I could be mistaken. I haven't run into any remote mines. Now, don't just jump across there because you can't reach that tribal. We'll be back for you later. This is another area where I get lost. Who'd have thought a maze-like area leads to another maze-like area that's even darker than that? But some of these doors will lead to elevators, others will lead to the area that we just came from. Of course, because I'm stupid. Mazes. How much can I talk about mazes before it gets boring? Probably got boring as soon as I started. I didn't notice this area here before. And Floyd is flashing, which means we have trouble somewhere. Or that we're just looping around. Yep. He only did that to say that we're looping around. Vela, you should go the other way! Wait, is there anything more to this room? Nope, this is it. Oh boy, do I love mazes. Might as well also get this out in the open. I have been playing lately... Yeah, I guess I'll jump down, no reason not to. Bonus feature, hello. I have been playing Chrono Trigger for the SNES for the first time, and I have to say I'm having a lot of fun with that game. A lot more than I expected to. I mean, I did try playing Final Fantasy IV before, and for whatever reason, I tried the DS version first, which I regret doing. I'll go after you guys in a bit. I regret doing the DS version because I think that actually turned me off to the game rather than... I can see why Final Fantasy IV is a fantastic game, and it was probably even better for the SNES, but the thing is, with most remakes, I mean, they try to make it more difficult so that veteran players are also intrigued by the game, that they don't think, ah, well, it's just a port or something, or it's the exact same game with better graphics. No, they're looking for a challenge. And the problem is, that was my first Final Fantasy game. And just out of nowhere, sometimes on the main map, they throw enemies at you that are absurdly difficult, that are nearly impossible to defeat if you've never played before. I mean, they're still significantly difficult if you have, but you're smart enough to run away. Me, I wasn't, so you can only imagine the world of hurt that I was in when I first tried that. So Chrono Trigger is the first of the old school, I don't want you to shoot the tribals, buddy. Please don't. Okay, they're saved. But Chrono Trigger is the first one that I intend to play through to the end. I regret not doing that for Final Fantasy IV. Maybe I'll pick it up later. I can see... How often am I going to repeat myself? It's like, while I'm commentating, I completely forget what I've already said. And I continually repeat it because I lose track of what I'm saying as I'm letting drones blow themselves to bits. Quite depressing. You know, let me clear out the area behind me before I forget it's there. So right now in Chrono Trigger, this shouldn't be spoiling anything. I'm finally opening all of those black chests with these strange insignias on them. And I'm purposely avoiding advancing the plot until I open up all of those chests. So that's where I am. Now this elevator leads you down to an entirely new section which contains nothing but drones. There are no tribals down here, no capacity upgrades, no new weapons, nothing. Just more drones. So there's no reason for you to go down there, and since I have all the tribals, there's no reason for me to be here anymore. Now, as far as Chrono Trigger goes, I may like the game enough to eventually do a Let's Play of it. The problem is, I'm not very familiar with it, and I'm still playing it, but I love it. This is starting to remind me how I was talking about Mother 3 and Wind Waker last summer, and I wound up Let's Playing that game less than a year after I first started talking about it. I'm not saying Chrono Trigger is the next Mother 3, nor am I saying that it's anywhere near as good as Mother 3 is. I don't think any games I play will come near Mother 3. But for the time being, I'm very much loving Chrono Trigger. And I recommend it for anybody that hasn't already played it. It's for the SNES. I've also played a couple of new games, well, not new games recently, but a couple of other games that I've just neglected to play lately. And is there any way for me to get back up there without having to take an elevator? I suppose not. I will say overall, I'm still not a fan of the old-school RPG style. I prefer the action genres over the RPGs. Is this going down or up? It's going down. But at the same time, I mean, I'd never owned an SNES. I didn't know what it was capable of. And seeing some of these games for the first time, I'm very surprised not only how good they are, but just the depth of the games. I grew up on nothing but, well, maybe one or two NES games and my Game Boy. So the Nintendo 64 was really the first console that I had that was anywhere decent in graphics. And I never knew with the SNES how good it was. How good the graphics were, how good the games were. I'd never actually owned one. I mean, I'd gone over to my friend's house once or twice who had an SNES, but the most we would ever really do with it is plug in the Game Boy player, because those are really the only games I knew. And I'm very surprised to learn about all of these games that other people my age grew up on that I suppose I just missed out on. It's always good once in a while to go back to some of the old games. We're all caught up in the new age graphics and the modern consoles, but can't forget your roots either, and some of those are surprisingly good. Let's get out of here. And now that that's over with, we get to change over to Lupus and explore his hidden section in Goldwood. See you then. First, we have to watch Vela fly away from the space station. Of course!